Begin at the 25-yard line. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Just a yard to go here on second down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
20.
Play action. It's Ryan. He completes it to Ridley. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down. Now Ryan. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys who go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Hurts. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And some room to roam now. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Cordero Patterson. Touchdown, Falcons. The CD, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about...
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brandon Copeland. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Eagles are back within a score. Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right, get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Rolling trailing to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
From the 38, Hurts. Over the middle to Smith. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll roll him out right. This is Smith with a grab. And down to the 11. A big play there for Philly. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Patterson. 127 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Third and 2, now Ryan. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Touchdown, Falcons! I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. taken at about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
No, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. The Sanders has got it complete. Sanders a first down, still going. And all the way up to the 45-yard line.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 15. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Ryan. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Powers through him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're down on the scoreboard, sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half, too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit, get in their grill, and then send them back out.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And he'll go back to Smith. This time it's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll set up a throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Ryan going for the deep ball. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Patterson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. It's a foot race. 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this third quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will shrink to 6. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Ryan. Pass incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little.
And his pass is intercepted for the... Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, 37 yards. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. That deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Just 2.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. Here's Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27.
And what a year Devontae Smith had at Alabama in 2020. The first wide receiver to win the Heisman since Desmond Howard in 1991 while he was at Michigan. The 10th overall pick of the Eagles, who traded up from number 12 to get him. He's reunited with his old quarterback Jalen Hurts from a few years back at Alabama. 117 catches last year, led all of major college football.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally, being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan. And it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. But that call makes sense, because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Now Ryan. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward. So that's going to push them back half the distance. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Sliding out of the pocket. Going deep here for Watkins. He's got a man, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So that play much needed there, as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he's got his big tight end here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. They go play action with Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been... And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. He's back to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He'll look to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from a yard out. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Patterson on the carry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Flush to his right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing up. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon. And you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Here's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the onside kick will come with 17 seconds to play. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the onside kick will come with 17 seconds to play. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run with Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Eagles, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.